Hi, this is Christina with Nurse to Recovery, and I'm back to do an update on about 4 months of me going from nursing to full-time massage therapist. So if you want to know more about it, stick around and we'll talk about that next. Okay, so last year in 2021, I was working in offices as a licensed practical nurse. And then I graduated school for massage therapy. And then a couple months after I graduated, I was at work one day and I said, it's time. It's time for me to go fully into massage. Um, I was starting to get burnt out from nursing, overwhelmed. We were always short staffed. It was just a lot. It was a lot on me. I felt like I was getting really tired. I just felt overwhelmed. And so I was like, you know what? I was already working on the weekends doing massage therapy for girls after um, plastic surgery. And I'll talk more about that in another video. And I enjoyed it. I loved the one on one with all of my clients. So I just felt like it was time. Um, the thing that's different between nursing and massage therapy is I was gonna go all commission. So I'll be going from hourly pay to commission based pay. And that made me nervous. So I'm just like, that's a lot. I already have a lot on my plate. I have bills. So I honestly end up working for three places. Initially, when I left nursing, I worked for someone, my mentor, for post-op massage, or what I call manual lymphatic drainage, specifically for people after plastic surgery, so that I could work on my own time. I opened my schedule as needed. And then I got hired at two different spas. One of them, they really needed a female therapist, but the drive time for me was a little more than I would like. So I only worked there on Sundays. And then I worked for another spa for 4 days out the week. So pretty much I was almost working every day. Initially, it wasn't ideal, but I know in commission based industry as massage therapy, you have to build up your clientele. I had none. I didn't do any prior marketing of myself while I was in massage school. A lot of people didn't even know I was in massage school, which I would, understandably so, because I didn't want to hear people talking about, oh, why would you want to leave nursing? Because that was a thing. Why would you want to? Why massage? Like, da, da, da. I was actually told by a physician I worked with, like, that it was a dumb idea. So I didn't feel like hearing that negativity. I didn't need it. But honestly, now looking back, I feel like I should have, just to build up my clientele and just forget what people had to say. But I was very sensitive at the moment about it. I'm like, I don't need to hear that. School's already not easy. Massage school wasn't just like some cakewalk like I thought it was going to be. So it's like, I'd rather keep it to myself. Now I'm like, I should have did a little more marketing. But, I'm here now. So I worked for the three places. And I realized I loved what I was doing. The first 2 weeks were like the hardest on my body because you are contorting yourself. You do have to do like lunges and squats to preserve your arms and stuff. So I went from not working out a lot but I was still like nursing. I was still on my feet, so I didn't mind standing. It was more so the movements. My back wasn't ready, my arms wasn't ready, my legs wasn't ready. So the first 2 weeks I felt beat down. So then so one thing I would say is massage therapists need massage therapists for themselves. So at least a massage a month I highly suggest, because you are gonna feel like you got beat up. Okay? So that's one thing I do suggest, is making sure you have your own massage therapist, because it's work, honey. It's work. So yeah, I was working for these places. I'm a workaholic, so I almost was working every day of the week. And then my body's like, we can't do this. So I had to reevaluate how much I was working. But at first, I took the three places because I was worried about commission. I was worried about making enough for my bills. And then as I went, I was getting more repeat clients. And another thing is learning how to convince, not even convince, but let the people that you massage know how often they need to come. Because some people, like now, especially the people that's working from home, they're doing a lot of this, they're doing a lot of typing, we do a lot of this, like texting. So your neck, your shoulders usually are bothering you. So usually it's kind of easy. It's like you need to stretch. My lines every day is you need to stretch. You need to stretch. You need to stretch. I say that at least 10 times a day. So it's not like it's hard to look, because usually people do need it. By the time they come to a massage therapist, they're like, there's something wrong, there's something bothering them. So it's usually not that hard to let them know, like, yeah, you should come every 2 weeks because there's a lot going on. But otherwise, I have enjoyed it. Honestly, the fact that I have to slow down. So I'm pretty much no phone for an hour because I'm with my clients. I respect my clients. No phones. That's also ethical. Don't have no cameras. No. So I'm forced to be quiet, not look at the screen, focus on someone else for an hour, helping people. Like, just the act of slowing down, I didn't realize I didn't do much because I was always go, 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 or I'll sleep. Like, I didn't have any in between as a nurse. So that alone was therapeutic for me. So it's not just therapeutic for the person, but it's therapeutic for me as well. I didn't realize how stressed I was till I started to lose weight naturally. Like, I lost like 10 pounds within the first 2 months of leaving nursing. Just, I didn't change my diet. It was just, I think it was just stress weight. So that was good. And you realize that you need to take care of yourself and work out because it's work. It's not easy work. It's work on your body, especially the full body massages and deep tissue. It's work. So I highly suggest working out, getting your own massage therapist, doing some kind of activities that help you. Because it's not just about your client, it's about you as well. Because if you have nothing to give, then, energy, like being so close to people, you do exchange energy. People can feel when you're upset, and you don't want to pass that on to other people. So it's good to take care of yourself so you're able to take care of your clients. It's another thing I learned. So honestly, I love it. I love the one-on-one with my clients. I love that the instant gratification of knowing that I've done well because of tips. It does help because it's like, sometimes you work in settings where you're like teamwork all the time, and then it's like, no, like you don't get that positive feedback too often usually in some environments, in the medical field. So this is like instant. Like I could tell, like, oh, they really like the massage, they gave me this much, or like maybe they didn't like it too much, and then it's like, yeah, I wasn't giving my best that time, so it helps me a lot. And then it's nice because a little extra bonus on top of stuff. So honestly, still no regrets right now. I'm still working on building up clientele. I'm learning a lot. And another thing is being able to listen. If you don't have to know everything. Don't go in with arrogance. Like, I ask other massage therapists, especially people that's been doing it longer, like, how would you approach this? This person says this area is bothering them. How would you approach it? So don't have problems talking to people. Oh, another thing is, in the spa, I barely see my coworkers because you're booked up at different times. So you might see people in passing, but it's not enough to be annoyed by people. And that was another bonus for me because I love people, but I also love my alone time. So it's just like I never have issues with my coworkers because we barely see each other to get on each other's nerves. So that's another positive. And it's not like my work is not in conjunction to their work. So my work is based on me and me only. So I can't blame somebody else Maybe you could blame the client, but why? So it's like I can't blame somebody else if that massage didn't go well. That's all on me. So it's like it takes that friction away from when you have to work in team settings. So that's been good for me also. So honestly, I have no regrets switching to massage so far at this 4 month point after being a massage therapist. So I still enjoy it. 4 months later, um, I have some things I'm coming up with in the works, and I'll share that when I get to it. But right now, it's just like I'm at a good place. Right now, my client canceled because she was sick, which I appreciate. So I had time to make videos. Um, there are times where clients don't show, and that's what, if you are working on your own, always charge deposits. Always. Deposits are important. The deposits save you and your wasted time. So I suggest having that function when you start seeing clients, because then it's like, you're not like if they don't let you know ahead of time that they can't come, at least your time's not wasted. So that's another tip. Otherwise, everything's great. I have some time before my next client, so I could do what I need to do in between. And that's another thing I like. I'm not like stationed at a certain place for a certain amount of hours. When it's on your own time, if you're at a spa, you may be. So that's something to look into. Otherwise, everything is good for me. If you guys have any questions, are you in massage school now? Are you thinking about it? Of course, everything is not always roses and daisies. I have had one problematic client, but that's because she didn't want me per se. She already saw a male therapist at the spa I was at. I didn't know this, and she came in with this negative energy because she didn't get who she wanted, and it's like nothing I could do would have helped her anyway because she came in with that energy, and so that's the only problematic situation I had. Everybody else so far, I've gotten good reviews and haven't had any issues. So, um, that's where I am now. I just wanted to update you guys because I know it's been a couple months and it's a big jump. I would say just think about going from commission to hourly because that could be the main issue with anyone. You're changing your money. So if everything in your household revolves around your pay, think about it. Think about it, plan it out, save some money before you jump. Don't just jump into it if your whole household's money depends on you, because you might have good days, you might have bad days. So make sure you look into that. But otherwise, I recommend it. If you have any questions, leave it down below, and I'll see you in the next video.